We are here for round 1 of our competitive standard league. And our hand is reasonable. A little bit of a clunker because of these fortified villages, but we get to play Advocate on 2, Advocate on 3, and then Oath of Nissa into whatever we feel like. So, not too bad. Our opponent has a plains and nothing. Odd. Alright, mirror match. Hanger back. Okay, okay. Oh, we have our own hanger back. Alright, well, do we actually care about that, or we just want to assemble Sylvan Advocates? I think we just want to play some Advocates. Don't really have the extra mana lying around to use hanger back Walker. Ooh, Forest. Okay, okay. So probably just playing Oath of Nissa and Advocate. So we'll play Oath first. Well, I guess we can only take Canopy Vista. So Village. Reveal Vista because they know about that. Play Advocate. Hope our opponent doesn't have main deck Stone. And our opponent's kind of like in the trap that I talked about in the deck tech where like, oh, you know, I have Plains and a Hangerback Walker, I can keep this hand. But now they found a Forest. You can't really keep a hand without green mana. Hangerback attacking is interesting. Command is not that unlikely. Is there any way for us to mitigate that? Like, they can always just command and put a counter on it and fight an Advocate. If I double block, they can do the same thing, but then we end up trading. So I would trade my 2 Advocates for Hangerback and Command, and they'd make 3 Thopters, so I don't really want to do that. That seems kind of mopey. So they can command if they want to. Looks like they're going to pass on all that. Simply play their own Advocate. So now I think we have a reasonable chance here to just Gideon and Emblem. And then we can like secure, make some tokens. Like alternatively, we could just make a Knight. Kind of like embleming here and just getting through for more damage. Especially since we have Secure the Waste back. And I'm pretty sure my opponent has a Dromoka's Command, which might make protecting Gideon kind of tough. I think I am just an aggressive Gideon Emblemer, though. Yeah, see, my opponent does the same thing. Now we're in, like, a weird spot. Well, now we're not anymore because I have an Archangel Avacyn. So, can attack with both. And then they can put Hangerback on Advocate, which is actually pretty bad for me. So I don't think I want to attack. I don't know if I attack, like, how worried they'll be about Dromoka's Command putting a counter on my Advocate on their Advocate, but yeah, I think I just pass. So now we're going to secure some wastes. I guess if I attacked with both, they might go block, block, and then Hangerback dies. I could play Avacyn and Hangerback for 0 and like actually kill their Thopters. Maybe that would be good. I still have the opportunity to actually make that play. Alright, well now we could just pump our stuff way up. Oh no, I can't Hangerback for 0 because of the emblem. Okay, so never mind. So I couldn't do that. It's possible that I should have not emblemed to maybe do that in the future, though. So here we could just make Ormondal to kind of be all in. What could they have? Like Snare? How many snares are people playing these days? Just the one of, right? So I guess what happens by Ormondal is they command to fight something with Hangerback Walker, make some tokens, and start blocking for a while. I don't know. Magic's tough. Magic is tough. Alternatively, I could just play Hangerback and like Nissa tick up and then tick down, tick down. I guess if I don't Ormondal this turn, I have 5/6 Advocates, which are pretty nice. But then like if he has Secure the Waste, then he Ormondals. This is just kind of a mess. Just a mess. So I think I don't have to Ormondal. So I think that is step 1 towards figuring out what I'm doing here. So I think I should Hangerback, play Nissa tick up. Not necessarily attack. And then next turn, I can tick down on Nissa, attack with everyone, still have Avacyn. So I'm kind of being a coward right now, but I think that's okay. If they have Secure into Ormondal, like things are kind of weird. But if they do that, I think I'm just going to like race them with Nissa and like big stuff. I guess they attack my Nissa. So now I could like command. Yeah, make 5 Thopters. That's fine. That's another way to activate Ormondal, I suppose. These mirrors are weird. Just too much going on. Alright, sure. Maybe I should have just ticked down on Nissa. So I was pretty sure they had the command, but I got them to use the command, which is like kind of nice. Now my Avacyn is pretty safe. Another Gideon, sure. Well, Jamoka's command has got to do something. So do I care about this Gideon? Or should I just send everything at my opponent? So minimum, they're taking 7. This is the world's most obvious Archangel. So yeah, they're going to take 7. I think the Knight is going to bounce off something. The Knight's going to try and eat something. Advocate's going to try and eat something. Thopters are going to block Advocate, probably. So I deal them 7, kill 2 Thopters, and get Archangel into play while still having command. Still threatening Westvale Abbey, also. Yeah, I guess now he's taking 8, right? Because Thopter's going to try and block this thing. Would Tragic Arrogance be good in these spots? I'm guessing yes. Alright, kill some of your stuff. You're at 4. Yeah. Yeah, so I liked how I played this. Just continued developing my board, threatening the Ormondal, not actually having to use it. Alright, so Arrogance. Can also try and do the weirdo board plan where you have Leap, and you try and protect it with Oath of Nissa, and then you only have like Avacyn and Hangerback in your deck, so you actually just get to like keep wrathing your opponent, but I'm not going to do that. It seems like a bit much. So commands are reasonable. I'm actually going to cheat. I'm going to pull up Siggy's article, because I think he had a sideboard guide. So this might help. Oh, no sideboarding guide. Tilt. So stones and clips are definitely reasonable. A lot of reasonable stuff. Possible the advocates are just not that great despite being pretty big and like pressuring planeswalkers pretty well. I could see less Avacyns. I could see just cutting Hangerbacks entirely. So what if we do something like this? These 5. I want some amount of clips for Avacyn and Ormondal. I think Advocate is just going to get caught up in Tragic Arrogance. That's kind of what I think. But I do want something to just like pressure their planeswalkers, although I do have Den Protector. It's possible cutting a Gideon on the draw is correct, but I don't really like that. Alright, I guess we just want to try a mix of things and see how they are. I feel like my curve at this point is a little too high. So we're going to try to have Advocate to protect our planeswalkers. I don't want a bunch of high-end stuff, which is why I'm shaving on Avacyn. Let me submit. Well, I hope I got to submit. Well, it said submission received. All right. All right, all right. Preview windows just going ham. There we go. Yeah, so we have a clip, so we did get to submit. This hand is real slow, but I'm going to keep. Just need to draw something before Gideon. Yeah, it's good. Might just play face up. See what our opponent does on turn 2. Advocate. So yeah, face up DP, not great. So I think I'll just morph it and try to bait out a command. The old Oath of Nissa combo. Quite good. Maybe we can only keep these slow hands if we have a Tragic Arrogance. That's entirely possible. Alright, so we did bait out the command. That's good. He's pumping up the squad. So now we can go Gideon making knight. Hope that they don't have a way to remove my knight. I think that might be the best bet. We have backup Gideon, so even if we end up losing our Gideon, it's not that big of a deal. Realistically, I want to emblem, cast secure, and then hopefully stabilize from there with Avacyn, but we'll see if that works. Definitely glad we only have one clip wings in our deck, because we already drew one, and it's not looking great. Although if our opponent does have an Avacyn at some point, it is probably going to be pretty great. So we could just eat the plant and lose our Gideon, but I think I'd rather just chump, because we can just make another knight. What is this? Morph? That's not good. So here we have a couple options. Opponent is certainly going to get back Dromoka's command. Probably go tick down on... Ooh, not even flipping it. So does that mean it's not a Den Protector? Or does that mean that they're just keeping open Moonlight mana? Alright, squad's coming at me. Well, now I think I have to Avacyn. They're just going to kill that with Advocate. I'm going to put Knight in front of something and take a bunch of damage. Because I kind of think they have a Hollowed Moonlight too, so I don't want to just jam secure. I guess that morph could be Dragon Slayer, but yeah. I think Den Protector's way more prevalent these days. See, I kind of just got beat up. I actually get to take out the Advocate, though. Because he wanted to spread his counters around so I couldn't just like block the Advocate and fog it. But now it just died. Although I think I am just dead also. Probably just dead to this Den Protector. Alright. Temple of Tilt. So, if our opponent has a way to pump their Den Protector, we are dead. I'm definitely going to take out their Nissa. So should I make a Knight or tick up on Gideon? I could make another Emblem. I don't think that's really going to change anything, though. I can make another Emblem next turn, I mean. So I basically need... Yeah, I need Gideon to make 2 Knights, I think. And then I think we're going to be all in on Ormondal next turn. Assuming our opponent doesn't have a way to just pump their Den Protector and kill us. What is this? Rats. Yeah, so they just kind of tempoed us out. Oh, and they did have Moonlight. Not that surprising. Alright, so I think I don't want Linvala on the play, and I want one less arrogance on the play. I'll take the extra command. And I guess an Avison? Should probably just mulligan a little bit more aggressively. Yeah, our hand's got a bunch of awkward ones in it. But we're in there. Really need Oath of Nissa to keep finding these basics as needed. Okay, that's nice. So are we Den Protector face up or no? I'm guessing no. Maybe we secure for 2. Well, never mind. Now I think we have an easy route. Let's play this face down. Next turn we can Dromoka's command and flip up, get back the command. So definitely a good draw. Then if our opponent starts pulling ahead, maybe we can get back in it with arrogance. See, I think on the draw, you probably want like Arrogance Linvala and less Gideon, less Secure the Wastes. And then on the play, just try and hammer them. Not sure if there'd be another card that's like more conducive to doing that. No! I wanted that. Well, we could Oath of Nissa, or we could cast Secure, and I think with us trying to Arrogance, casting Secure is not going to be great. I don't know. So I'm going to Secure for 3, and then if they play a Planeswalker, we have backdoor outs of like Oath of Nissing into a Nissa or a Gideon if we draw land. So I'm just going to Secure main to play around Moonlight, which, you know, is very clear that my opponent has in their deck, but not necessarily clear that they have it in their hand. So opponent still has a Plains and 3 cards. We're just in trouble. We just keep getting beat up. Our commands are not very good. Well, I'm taking Den Protector, I guess. Not super happy about it. Advocate Dromoka's command Gideon is kind of the dream. Just like definitely the most powerful cards in the matchup. Most powerful early cards, at least. Well, Stone My Tokens is actually good. This might work out for me. This puts me to 1, I guess. That definitely doesn't work out that well for me. I mean, I can Arrogance next turn. Leave them with Knight, Nissa, and attack Nissa, but then I'm dead on board of the Knight. So if I chump this turn, I can kill Advocate and Gideon, which is not great. Yuck. I mean, this definitely sets me back pretty badly. But I don't think I can win just going to 1. Really need something left over. I don't know, maybe if I'm arrogancing, I need to keep in Hangerback Walkers. I think I mostly just like sideboarded poorly, and my opponent did not. Yeah, just die with Clip Wings in my hand both games. Alright, that's a lesson.